welcome back to my channel. I am Sandy and I am the owner and the maker of my tumblers that you see on this channel. I make them with my phalanges. Today I'm coming to you with something very special, unique, a little difficult, so I would say probably medium level as far as like epoxy goes. So just stick with me. Feel free to rewatch the video in slow motion. It does involve a zipper, and I was inspired by one of my customers, so I decided to kind of make something a little bit similar. So if you already subscribed, thank you. If you haven't, please consider. It's free. And leave a comment. And if you have any questions and whatnot, leave them in the comments below. And let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, guys, so I'm going in with a white spray paint tumbler, just the tumbler. There's no epoxy, and my painter's tape. I'm kind of just winging it. You'll see here in a few minutes. Listen to the music. Surgeon has to leave his lump, and the high-priced model has to stop for a dump. Can the sides of Canada can't spray away the truth? And just right here, I'm kind of just eyeballing it, making sure that it looks the same and it's not all wonky, you know? Okay, I guess you can call me a perfectionist. I'm fine with that. I'm so OCD, I swear. It's not even funny. Do 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 do. By the time everybody poops. Yes. Okay. We get it. I mean, from here, it looks pretty good. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I guess it looks pretty good. I then take my tumbler outside and I spray paint it a dark, I think it's like walnut brown from Krylon. And I just spray down the parts that are going to be, well, the parts that don't have any tape. So, and don't worry about if the paint like lifts. You're not even going to be able to tell. So don't worry about it. I hate using Mod Podge for glitter. I hate it. Mod Podge is just a faster way to glitter a cup, but it does leave streaks. Sometimes it changes colors, but I mean, I guess I make it work. Oh, and I was also showing you the glitter. That glitter, I mixed it myself. A bunch of different glitters mixed together. I mixed that glitter with these two hands. Okay, so I took it outside and I spray painted it with a black matte color. And you can see here that I'm just pulling off my painter's tape. And I wouldn't worry about the parts that lifted when you picked up or when you peeled off your painter's tape. It's going to be covered by glitter, so no worries there. And for this part, I use Mod Podge. Ugh, I hate Mod Podge. It's so splotchy, and sometimes it leaves a color behind. So kind of what makes this tumbler really special is that I mix up my own glitter, a bunch of different glitters mixed together. So yes. Geez, I don't know what is up, but the Mod Podge usually dries clear, and this time the Mod Podge dried with the yellow, like splotches of yellow. So that sucked. So I do a total of 3 rounds of Mod Podge. Mod Podge, then glitter, Mod Podge, then glitter. And again, I lay down parchment paper and I let it rip. Let it rip. This is such a pretty color mixture. So you see me grab the parchment paper and put it in a cup, and I lay the parchment paper back down just to kind of go over it again, just to make sure I didn't miss any spots. Everything shows under epoxy, so I want to make sure that every part of it had glitter. Oh, and in between Mod Podges, I let it sit for 15 minutes. Now the fun part's coming. Actually, it's very annoying, but the outcome is so gorgeous. So you can see here again, this is my 3rd coat of Mod Podge. A very nice, generous coat, but you want it to try to be as smooth as possible. The clumps will show through. Guys, and again, I'm so sorry about the blurriness right there. Oh, I can't wait for my phone case to come in already. So the fun part is almost coming up. I need to let that Mod Podge dry for at least 15 minutes so nothing will get stuck to it. And you can just see me here cleaning up the edges. It doesn't really even matter, but like I said, I am a perfectionist, so yeah, I clean it all off. Now this is a regular zipper that I think I bought at Michael's. I think it was like 7 inches long. And what I did is I trimmed the fabric that's on the side because all I wanted was a zipper. You can see here I'm kind of just getting a feel for how the zipper is going to sit on the cup. And I think I got it. I got it to the right length. You don't want it to touch so much the lip of the cup. You want it just below it. And what I'm doing here is I'm using Liquid Fusion. You can also use E6000 if you would like. It really doesn't matter. Both glues are just as good. Hold, 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 hold. So I was holding this part down and then I realized, hey, I have a hair tie. So you use what you have. And that worked for me. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to add a thin coat of liquid fusion all along the lines of the glitter part. And I hold it down just for a few minutes, let it dry, and then move on. And don't worry about the glue seeping out. It's gonna be covered with epoxy and glitter, so don't worry about that. I mean, I do here, I do clean it up just a little bit for the video, but you don't need to. And again, guys, this is just the way that I do it. So if you want to try something different, feel free. I mean, do what works best for you. So that side should be dry already. And I grabbed the clip and I put it on the other side. And right now I'm just holding down, cleaning up the glue that seeped through. All right, so now it is on with the second side. Same thing. Liquid fusion, hold it down, lift the zipper, add more fusion. This part is very, very, very time consuming, but the design of it and the whole concept of it is just remarkable. Oh, and I don't know if you know, but up in the upper right-hand corner on YouTube, it has 3 dots, and you can fast forward me. I can speak way faster. And by this time, the tip part over there where the clip was should be set. So I move it over to the other side. Now the fun part is coming up. First, I mix up my own glitter. Black doesn't tend to shine underneath epoxy, so I made my own glitter. I am going to go ahead and do the epoxy method. I just add a thin coat of epoxy all over the black part. And just add the thinnest amount of epoxy that you possibly can. All right, so this is looking pretty even, pretty thin. Now the fun part! Woohoo! The glitter. Look how pretty this mixture is. It is so freaking gorgeous. And I do this about maybe 3 times just to make sure that I did not miss a spot. Oh, and I'm sorry for the music. My app only gives me certain music, and this one cusses. That is totally not me, but you know, hey. Since that Mod Podge has dried, you can just wipe down any of the glitter that has fallen on the white part. Now, before anything, even before this black glitter, I went in with a matte clear spray to go over the white part, just to seal it in a little bit more. This is her for her first round of epoxy. You can see on the white part the yellow. I am not digging that yellow, but hey, I'm gonna try to fix it, try to mask it, or do something with that. I am going to let this spin for at least 8 hours. In my case, as always, spin it overnight. I wake up at like 4 in the morning. It's inevitable. So I take it off the spinner. And at that time, I think it's probably a total of like 9 hours. Okay, so this is what I decided to do. This is the next day. I get some black alcohol ink and I created this stencil to kind of hide the yellow in the Mod Podge. But you'll see here in a second that it's not perfect, and that's eating at me. I'm just pulling up the stencil that I put on. It was supposed to be a lace stencil, but hey, it came out more like a mandala style. You saw briefly right there, I went over it with black acrylic paint and a thin paintbrush because I wanted to clean up the edges. Some of them weren't dark enough and I just could not even deal with that. So I went over that part. This is her second coat of epoxy. I do go in a little bit more with the heavy hand, not too much because you don't want the bulk to sit right there where the zipper's at. So you'll see me here in a few minutes. I bust out my heat gun and I try to sway the epoxy away from the zipper. And I actually think this one came out really nice. It was a very happy mistake. Very happy mistake. And again, you will need to let this epoxy set for at least 8 hours, and then you can take it off the spinner and hang dry it. It does not need to be on the spinner until it's fully cured, so yeah. And this part is the hardest part, I think, is waiting for it to fully cure. But just wait until it's all done. It is gorgeous. Someone is going to love it. I know it. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, she is sexy. So freaking gorgeous. Alright guys, well, it's the end of my video. I want to say thank you if you have subscribed. If you have not already, please do. It really helps
me do my happy dance. Maybe I'll show you my happy dance one day. But y'all have a great day and try to stay positive. I love you guys. Bye.